Hey everyone, this is Video Game Lover here, and I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm actually going to show off the games that I recently finished for the month of May. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to do, so every month I'll show you off the games that I beat. Now, half of the games that I beat last month were on the PSP and the DS, and they're all, downloaded. So I'll show the pics of when I beat them for all the games. So let's get started with Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. This is a very, very good game for the Game Boy Advance. One of the best Castlevania games. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's still very good. It plays great, the soul system is excellent, the music's phenomenal. Everything about Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is great. The only downside, it's really easy. And in some aspects, I would think it's almost as easy as Harmony of the Sun is. And it's pretty short. You can beat this in like 3 or 4 hours. But still, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is a really, really solid game. Alright, the next couple of games, they're all PS2 games. Silent Scope 3, but mainly I finished Silent Scope EX. Silent Scope 3 is not very good, honestly. Very frustrating, not fun. But Silent Scope EX is a port of the arcade game of the same name, and it's really good. Very short, plays really well. I'm not really the hugest fan of Silent Scope, but the EX was really good. So I really enjoyed Silent Scope EX. I thought it was a really fun time. Next up, we have Rampage Total Destruction. Made by Midway, it's the sequel to Rampage, the one world tour. This game is pretty good. There's a lot of characters in this game, so there's a lot of characters. It's not just George, Lizzie, and Ralph. You got like the octopus dude, a lion, so many characters. The only problem with this game, it gets really repetitive fast. There's about 7 worlds, and each world has like 10 stages. They're only like 2 minutes or so, but they can be really, really repetitive. So overall, it's not a bad game, but it's a repetitive one. Okay, next though we have Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. This is also on the Xbox. I finished the the DS version a while back, so I wanted to try out the PS2 version. And this is a really good hack and slash game, but can be very, very challenging. I had a tough time beating this game. It's very short though, but still a pretty tough game. But it's a really, really solid hack and slash game if you really like hack and slash games. So give this one a try if you're a Star Wars fan. And the last game that I finished, physically, is an all-time classic, Jam Vendetta. I'm amazed on how well this game has aged. It still plays so smooth even to this day. So it's a really, really amazing wrestling game, with rap and hip-hop legends. This is a really, really good game. So if you somehow have not played this game, go check it out. Def Jam Vendetta is a one-of-a-kind. This game is just amazing. Alright, so now I need to pull up my 3DS for this. We have Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery. I finished this game back in the month of May. It's basically similar to the Spider-Man game I beat on the DS, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, and Web of Shadows, made by the same people. And they did a really good job with that game. It plays very good. It's very, very short though, and the last level can be annoying though, but Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery is a good one. If you find it really cheap, I recommend it. It's a pretty fun little side game. I also finished Metroid Prime Hunters. Finished that game, I'll show you on the screen, and it plays really good. It's really tough though. I had a tough time, especially going through those levels the second time to get when you need those little, I forgot what is it, like monoliths or something like that. I kind of forgot. It's been a month since I beat this game, but it's a really good game though. I really enjoyed Metroid Prime Hunters. It was a really solid FPS, and last but not least was actually an FPS game I forgot about. And it's Bionicle Heroes. I recently finished that game, I think, near the end of May, and it's a first-person shooter, and it plays really, really well. It's very easy, though, because it was, meant for kids, but it's still a really cool first-person shooter game, from the Bionicle universe. I heard the Game Boy Advance version is really good, too, so I need to check that one out. So those are the DS games that I finished. Some really solid games. I now finished every first-person shooter, and if you guys want to ask what's my favorite, it's this one right here, Moon. That's my favorite one. Alright, time to whip out my red PSP that I recently got. So I finished 2 other games. Pursuit Force, Extreme Justice. This is a really cool action game on the PSP. It plays really good. I wasn't a fan of the first game because of how punishingly hard it was, but this game's a lot better. So if you have a PSP, check Pursuit Force Extreme Justice. And last but not least, Def Jam Takeover. This is a prequel / sequel in a way of the first game, but it plays like the second game. And it runs really well on the PSP. So if you have a PSP, definitely check this game out. So, but yeah, those are all the games I beat in the month of May. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Video Game Lover 58, sign out. Peace.